RVA all day. RVA all day. RVA all day.
Welcome to the Why Richmond is Awesome podcast, where we talk about what's going on around town, our favorite things to do, and the local spots you need to try. My name is Sam.
And my name is Sean.
And we run the Richmond Experience, a digital company that inspires locals to explore Richmond.
My name is Lauren.
And my name is Alex, and we're local realtors that like to live, work, and play in the RVA. Lauren, what'd you ask? Has anyone ever seen them before?
Yeah, have you guys ever seen No BS live?
They're
No.
amazing.
I haven't. I have
I'm
not.
sad.
They are very good.
When are they playing next?
They
They
were
were just at the Broadberry
When?
3 weeks ago, maybe.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
You missed it.
Didn't we see them at Browns
Next time.
Island?
Yeah, they
Friday
were.
Cheers, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll be back, Alex.
I know. They only
Definitely.
live here.
They're around.
Yeah.
They have a few
We'll see them
Richmond-related
somewhere.
songs.
Well,
All right.
cool. Well, we're at
so-
our house this
Yes.
time.
Welcome.
Yes.
Little change of
Thank
scenery.
you for hosting us, Glaser
Thank you
Group.
both.
The only reason we're here is because that house closed and we got our table back.
Yes.
Yes.
Major success.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And-
table's beautiful, I must say.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
I told Lauren we just need to buy another table since so we can stop lending it.
Yeah.
And one that's not as heavy because me and Miles end up moving it every time, and it's not like
And it's not fun.
no,
Okay.
No.
it's real wood.
Some notes to consider.
Yeah.
Real wood. That's heavy.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. We're really excited. This is officially episode 3 of the Why Richmond
yeah.
is Awesome podcast. Yeah. So that's really exciting. Today we're going to be chatting about a couple of fun things. First of all, I heard that you guys went to Topgolf. I know we talked about
Yes.
that.
Oh
in
my!
our
Well,
previous
like right
episode.
after the last one, I
Yeah.
couldn't wait.
Okay.
So we went, and it was amazing. Obviously, we ended up signing up for their corporate membership. I don't know if a lot of people know that's an option, but you pay a certain amount, and then you can go most of the time, and it's like included.
Oh, really?
You get discounts on food. You get to go to the top of the waiting list. So there's like a 2-hour wait. You walk in corporate membership, you get the next bay. I was
Oh.
like, done.
Done.
And you can put 6 names total on the membership, so you could split it with friends, and
That's awesome.
You can go
Really?
at different times.
See, I don't know if you
Yeah.
actually have to have a business.
Okay.
They didn't like check my LLC papers, so I'm sure you could go in with 6 people.
Not that
Yeah.
official.
But
Okay.
yeah, we put Joseph, James, Lauren, me.
Yeah.
I think our lender might join it. So
Nice.
So only one of those people need to come, and then they could bring 5 other any 5 other people.
Okay.
At any time.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's like so baller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like today I had an hour to kill, and I was near Scott's Edition because I got this fresh haircut from High
Oh.
Point.
Nice.
And I was
Shout
like,
out
what do
High
I
Point.
do? And I'm like, I'm going to go to Topgolf by myself. I don't care.
Yeah, nice.
It
You
was
had
awesome.
some balls. It was cool.
I set a high score.
Oh,
Personal. I don't know.
in the entire Topgolf.
High score for my life.
After his haircut, Alex set the Richmond top score.
I wonder what that is. I wonder if they keep track.
I don't know. That's a good question.
It was
We'll
like
have to do some
155
research and
points.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot to
That's
me. But
definitely the highest they've ever had.
I'm sure
I
that
can
someone's
tell.
gotten like
I
600.
can already tell.
Yeah.
Someone's got 600.
Awesome. But you enjoyed it.
I did.
Cool.
Yes. Obviously, yes.
Excellent. One thing we wanted to circle back on this episode too, we talked about the Flying Squirrels. They were naming a new beer. And so
remember, yeah.
we had come up with a couple of
It was
horrible
like a
names.
vampire funk vibe. I don't even remember what we said.
Funkfire.
Funk fire.
None of our guesses
Not
got
so good
on the
guesses.
final 4.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Dang it.
But the final 4 ended up being Safety Squeeze, Fan Fuel, RVA Rally Cap, and the Grand Shandy.
I like the first 2.
The Safety
Say 'em
Squeeze
again.
and Fan Fuel.
Safety squeeze.
Fan Fuel, RVA Rally Cap, and the Grand Shandy.
I got to go fan fuel.
I like fan fuel.
We
I feel like
voted
I have
Fan Fuel.
to drink more of it
Yeah.
We did.
to be a fan.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
But the squeeze, the
Safety
safety
squeeze?
squeeze,
Sandy,
isn't it
safety-
a grapefruit-ish beer? So the squeeze kind of makes sense, and also it's a baseball term.
Yes. We
But-
know that because we did Google it.
Yeah.
We were like, what the heck is a safety squeeze? If you don't know what that is, look it up. It is a thing. It's kind of like a when you bunt and you're like going to be an automatic out, but you're like a sacrificial
Yeah.
bunt kind of thing, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it appears that the voting for it has closed. So we voted Fan Fuel. The voting's closed, but I don't think they've made an official announcement yet. So they must be still counting the votes or waiting for a certain point to release the official name. So we'll circle back again and let
Hoping
you
for
guys know.
fan
So is it just random that they're like, we're going to change it up? It's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But has Kotu had the beer for 10 years or?
No, I don't think so. It was like a collaboration. They made it specially for Flying Squirrels. And then same thing that they did with Chin Music, like the fans named Chin Music.
Right.
I didn't
And
know
so,
that.
Huh, I didn't know that either.
so similarly, they're
But
gonna.
I feel like Chin Music's been like 5 or 6 years.
It's been
That's
out
been
for
there
a while.
Yeah.
a while, yeah.
Yeah, we said 10, but I'm not sure if that's accurate.
And I think, what was the type of beer? I think we were kind of guessing wrong on that too. I don't know if you remember.
A Berliner Weiss. I
It,
think
it
that's what we were
wasn't a
saying.
Berliner Weiss.
Okay.
It's a shandy. And isn't that why it's like a safety squeeze shandy or whatever the first one was?
The Grand Shandy.
Yeah.
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 We won't know until next season.
That's true.
Yeah. You'll have to go to opening day
We'll
and
just have to
find
taste
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just have to go drink it.
Get that fan fuel.
Nice.
It's going to be fan fuel.
All right, cool.
Yep,
So
that's-
we'll keep you guys updated on that. So Alex, you had sent us a message the other day that you found this really cool business, and Lauren, I think you've been like looking it up a little bit. It's called The Shed. What is that?
Yeah, it looks really awesome, and I could utilize it multiple ways. So it's this company, it's in Goochland, and what they do is if you have a bunch of items at your house that you're not using, like any power tools or ladders or canoes or whatever, they will store it for you and set up a website that other people can rent it. So all these unused things that you have in your house, they'll hold for you and let other people utilize them. So you get to make money off of them, and they're not taking up space in your
Dude, I love the
garage or
idea that they
attic or
actually
basement.
store it.
So they store it.
Yeah.
They'll transport it to
Like
the
from
people
your house, or-
from your house to the warehouse, and then from the warehouse to the people and back. And they have
Whoa.
a website. It's ished.com, where people can go on there and see everything that's listed and rent it out. You can
Do
rent a
we know-
unicycle.
Oh, well.
What?
Enough said.
Yes.
Okay. And like,
That's
what
so
did you like
Richmond.
look up the prices? Like, is it like by day or by hours? Or like,
says-
I only need this power. I need the unicycle for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, how much is that
Made
going
this
to cost
quick
me?
Instagram
Yeah.
video.
What are you, a clown?
Yeah.
All right, who
It
here's
said
ridden
that-
a unicycle?
Not me.
It says that
Like my face.
Seems really hard.
Yes.
items are rented at a daily rate of 1/14th to 1/20th of the retail price.
1/14th
a
to
lot of math.
1/20th of the retail price. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. I love the idea, particularly that they store it, because like the idea of having a kayak is awesome, but it's like, you know, you might not use it constantly, and then it takes up a lot of space. And so the fact that they store it and maintain it for you is so nice. And then presumably when you want to use it, you just
I'm sure you can like
contact
block the
them.
dates out. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but they have a 10,000 square foot warehouse just to store all of this stuff, and some kind of elaborate system to keep track of what's yours and what's other people's and rent
Like
it
some
in and out.
barcodes and
Barcodes,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
it's-
give them everything in the shed since it's full?
I will give them
I mean,
Half our
Like,
house.
the name
everything in
fits.
this house except for the cloud couch
And the pellet
And the
ice
dogs.
maker.
and the ice maker.
Don't get
Yeah.
rid of that necessity.
You're out of pellet.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already
So
drank
we had stumbled across a similar company called Llama that was launched in Richmond probably a year or two ago now, and it was a very similar concept. Like they had an online store you can browse. They had like outdoor projectors and popcorn, you know, machines. All these like really cool things that you're like, dude, I would love to use this, but like I probably only need it once or twice, or I
Right.
don't need it constantly. And I love
Do
that
they store
idea.
it?
No. So I think the idea with Llama was more like, I have a popcorn machine, so I'm gonna list it on Llama.
So they like connect the two people
if I'm
instead
not
of
mistaken, yeah. I don't think that like Llama took possession of the item and stored it, and so it was really interesting. But
I like the convenience of the shed.
yeah,
So they deliver it
just
to
do
your house
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
as well.
Maybe
Yeah.
you make more on Llama because you got to do more work, but
baby.
I'd rather the convenience.
I wonder where the shed gets the money. Like, how do they make money in this process?
Well, I imagine if it's like $20 to rent it out, they probably take at least 10 and give 10 to the person who owns it. I don't know.
Okay, so it's
The
probably
ratios might not be 50-50, but that's
They
how,
split
that's,
the
that has
profit.
to be. how
What
it
if
works.
nobody wants to rent your unicycle and then it's just sitting there? Do you still owe them?
I don't
What?
I
know.
don't think
That's a good question.
so. But
I don't know.
that's my guess.
That's
I have
just
no
free
clue.
storage.
Yeah.
Then free storage.
maybe if you're like, hey, will you take this, box of broken stuff? And you're like, no. Like, so they probably want something that's going to be rentable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good idea. The other, over the summer, we had a couple that visited us and they had a 6-month-old and we were like scrambling to find a pack and play because they were they were flying in. Like they didn't want to have to bring it. And they're like, do you have a pack and play? I'm like, no, we don't have a pack and play. So we were like asking a bunch of friends and family in the area and like ultimately ended up finding one. But it's like stuff like that you're just like, I just need it for the weekend.
We had to do that. We had to go to Walmart at like midnight and buy a $50-$100 pack and play to be used once, and then it was under our guest bed forever.
And then you gave it to a friend or something.
Yeah,
you're like,
I
what do we do
completely
with this?
understand. That's brilliant.
It was like
yeah.
Walmart, like 12 or 1 a.m. on like a Friday or Saturday. I've never been there at that time.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
It seems like they're taking like just a wide variety of everything, like camping grills, wheelbarrows.
Podcast gear when we're not using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could a badminton net and croquet set.
Okay. That's
Interesting.
nice. So,
Yeah.
like, if you're going to go
Do
and
some
be-
lawn
Yeah,
games.
I don't know.
I'm feeling a little bougie.
You're having a client appreciation event. and you
Right.
just wanna-
Do they have a bounce house and a cotton candy machine?
Yeah.
They might have a bounce house. That seems like something that
It
would be
does. Well, when-
rentable.
we haven't had too many people utilize it, but as a part of the Glaser Group, we have something called the Fan Club, where we have a lot of these items, power washers, ladders, this and that, and we'll rent them out to our clients if they
Well,
need to
not
get
rent. We
Well,
let
like
them
loan
have
them
them
for free.
Right,
Yeah.
right. If they need to get their house ready to sell.
I'd say the power
or-
washer has been the most used item.
That's
that
such
we
a nice
have.
perk because again,
Yeah.
it's like you're not like, oh, I'm
How
going to go
often
out
you
and spend a
really-
couple $100 on a
And
power washer if
we
I'm only
offer
going to use it.
free delivery and pickup.
Oh.
And it's free. You can't get more convenient than
No,
that.
I
But
love
we don't
that you
have a
guys do the
10,000
moving boxes. That's so clutch.
in the moving truck.
Yes, like the whole thing is just awesome.
Yeah.
Best realtors.
Nailing it.
Thank you.
Welcome. Awesome, cool. So check out the shed. It's open now.
iShed.com.
iShed.com.
iShed.
I thought I
Shed.com.
read when I saw it like a week or two ago that they're in intake mode.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if they're like actually giving
Renting
stuff out
out.
yet, but
Okay.
I think the
Okay.
article did come out like a few weeks ago. Things could have changed.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, we'll link that in the show notes then. iShed.com, right? Okay, cool.
iShed.
I love sheds.
I love shed. Yeah. I love sheds.
I
New
love
York.
unicycles.
Yes, I love unicycles.com. Cool. Very cool. Well, another thing that had come up recently, we had saw, kind of backstory before I launch into this. Our neighbor had a golf cart that she was driving around, like a personal
Fun.
one.
I want that so
And
bad.
evidently, if you
Me
get a
too.
street legal golf cart, you can drive it on 25-mile-an-hour roads, and you can cross over 30-mile-an-hour roads. So as long as you're on
35.
as long as it's like has the street legal
didn't know that was a thing.
requirements, yeah, you can drive
Street
it.
legal golf
So
carts.
can
Yes.
you make
Can you
any?
drag race them?
Can you make?
Yes.
Can you make any golf cart street legal, or it has to be like
Has to
newer
have, like-
ones that they make street
Probably
legal?
No, I think you can.
blinkers.
Yeah, the blinkers, rear view mirrors.
Is there a license plate?
I don't think there's a
know
license
if there's
plate.
a license plate, but I know there has to be like light, just brake lights and all of that stuff.
Right.
Some,
Yeah.
a lot of like golf.
I don't
carts
think
you
it
see on the
requires,
course
like-
don't have that.
Like the license plate and stuff because it can only go a certain speed. So I think they have like different
Right.
regulations for.
But anyway,
that,
that's like super cool. But that leads me into this new company that just launched in Richmond called TukTuk.
I heard about them.
I heard about them
Yes.
too.
Right?
It's a
What do you
cool-
guys know
fun
about
name.
it?
I just want to say it.
So I know.
Right, TukTuk.
I think
Tuk-tuk.
I read that you could pay like $5 and they will drive you. It's kind of like a shuttle that will go around, a golf cart shuttle that'll go around to all the breweries in Scott's Addition. So you pay $5 and ride all night, and you can just hop on and
No,
off.
it goes like all the way from Shaco Bottom to near West End.
Really?
Yeah, it's not for
Might
Scott's
take a
Addition.
while.
Oh.
Yeah.
For $5.
For $5.
That's
So
a
if
good
you
deal.
get on
How are
in
they
Shaco
making money?
Slip and you need to get all the way
They're
up
not.
to
They're
Museum
not.
District, it's $5.
Wow.
And like it looks like they have these window things that drop. So
Yeah.
that it, like
Like in
blocks
a
the elements.
like in a wedding tent, they have the canvas
Yeah.
things that
So you don't
come
get
down
cold.
the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
they have-
pretty cool.
Do they
An
have like
app?
a fleet
How
of
do you find
these,
them?
or is
There
it
are
just
4 of them.
you just wave
Right.
them down. So
Okay.
there's
Like
no
hail
like
a taxi
it's not like an
back in the
Uber or anything where you would like call it and it would it would come to you. There's no number to call and you can't just find it on an app. It's just literally like I happen to be walking
so they
down
just
the
kind
street.
of make their rounds?
Yeah,
and you
kind
catch
of
it
like
when
a
you catch
taxi
it.
cab in New York, or where you're just walking around the streets and you're like,
Interesting.
"Hey, pull over. I
I'm
need a
sure you
ride."
could get friendly with the TukTuk drivers and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, let me text
Here's
you."
my number.
Yeah.
Call me when you're
Sure.
coming back this way."
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so I don't know how many years ago was it we were at Electric Forest. It's probably almost 10 at this
A
point.
lot.
So we went to this music festival up in Michigan, I think, We stayed at their like top tier VIP place and ended up being this condo where like a lot of the artists were staying.
Oh, okay.
So even though we weren't artists, there was constantly golf carts picking up artists, and we just started chatting with this dude, got his number, and he ended up just driving us everywhere, and we would just tip him, and he would bring us in the back. And because they don't let you bring in beer, we could bring like a backpack of beer in. It was
That's
the
awesome.
best thing ever.
Listen,
It was
golf carts
amazing.
are a legitimate way to travel.
Yes.
Like they're way more fun than vehicles.
Right.
They're a little safer than scooters, which we talked about last time we were on the podcast.
Yep.
Like I'm here for it. If I can secure a golf cart to like drive around the neighborhood, sign me up.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Doesn't that
I
sound
like
so fun?
partially want a beach house just because you
You
get
can
to
drive.
have a
That's the
golf
only way to
cart.
travel at
Yeah.
the beach,
Right?
You got to have a golf cart.
I guess it's really popular like in beach towns because you see it more in like Outer Banks. Like a lot of people have golf carts and everything, but it's like when our neighbor had it, we're like, duh, that's so genius. Like,
That
why
is.
wouldn't you have it? It like it's legal. You certainly can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously in Richmond the weather kind of gets wonky. Do you guys hear there might be snow on Monday?
Yes, I'm
Oh.
so
How much
excited.
snow?
Very like it's they
A
say
wind
wintry
speed.
mix, so which probably means it's just gonna rain and like we're not gonna
Yeah.
get anything. But I
And
was like, dang,
That's the way it
I've
goes.
heard it's gonna be a bad winter, which means good winter to me because I like snow.
Yeah,
But I feel like they say that every year.
yeah.
I think that the ground is going to be too warm and then nothing will stick, so it'll all melt instantly. But that's,
On Monday, not all winter.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
who
Go
votes that
get
it's
your
gonna snow?
milk bread sandwiches now.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Nope. Sleet, maybe.
Yeah, I kind of feel that.
I'm with you on that.
Like maybe like a flurry or two, enough to send the city into a
It'll
tizzy.
still
and
make
then,
me feel happy just to see it.
Really?
Just white flakes.
This early?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd panic if it was this early.
Panic.
No.
Yeah, I'd
It's
be like, oh my
November.
god, it's so
No,
early for the snow to be
Anytime I
coming.
see snow, I get happy.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. I do.
Fair enough.
We love it.
They just paved our roads, though, not to sound nerdy, but like the ice melt like damages the roads
Yeah.
newly paved so bad.
Yeah.
It does,
So
yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that we have like at least a couple months of like let this stuff already
Just for
first.
on
It's
Grove,
not like
they paved.
all the back
Like the
back
side
and
streets. Yeah.
behind Grove.
They'll have potholes anyways
Yeah.
forever. It's just the way it is.
Very
Yep.
true. Very true.
I feel like the plows here are like set too low, and it's always potholes.
Plenty of them.
all the more reason to drive the golf cart.
Yeah. Another reason.
It'd be a good time. Yeah.
We should make a list for that.
So TukTuk, we'll be looking out for you. I don't,
Yes.
Especially in the
don't know if they
winter,
were gonna
snow.
go like be out if it's snowing. I'm not sure like what their
I don't know if
weather
they're four-wheel
policies
drive.
are. Yeah,
Some chains on those tires.
yeah.
We'll take you anywhere.
There was one year Sean and I were living in Scott's Addition. It had snowed. A lot of the places had closed down, and it was like a pretty significant snow. Remember?
Yeah, it's like
And some of the breweries stayed open in Scott's Addition. So we like put on our snow gear and like our snowboarding pants and jackets and boots. And like we trekked with this group, around Scott's Addition. And
Yeah.
like
That
we
sounds
went to
fun.
Arden and like it was one of the best times. Like only a couple people were out.
Right.
Like everybody was in a happy mood and
Yep.
just like hanging out. It was really pretty. It was a good time. So like I could be down for another snow day like that.
yeah.
It just reminds me, it's like the absolute opposite. Wasn't it like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? We went to Strawberry Street Cafe and it was like 74 degrees. Do you remember that?
I do not remember.
I do.
Way too
'cause-
warm of
I
a
know.
Christmas,
What the
And
heck?
you're like,
like
"This is
Halloween this year.
horrible." Yeah. So random. All right, cool. Well, speaking of trekking around and trying new things, or trying things in general in Richmond, I'm sure you guys caught that guy Fieri was here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all over Reddit.
The
Yeah.
dude is
I'm
awesome.
a big Redditor.
Are you?
Yeah.
Redditor.
Do you follow the hashtag RVA Reddit?
Well, /
Forward
RV
slash.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh.
My
Yeah,
Instagram,
Instagram
heart
language.
wants it to be a hashtag.
I would say I check it daily
Yeah.
a lot just because, as a realtor, I want to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And now for this, something to like just know what's going on to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw tons of people just kind of guessing at like, oh, this was closed. I think he was here. I think he was there.
Cool.
And then
What's the list? Do you know where
So
it
I
was?
have the list of supposed places. The article I saw recently is one of his episodes are actually coming out soon. I don't remember who I printed this from. One of the ABC, NBC, Foxes.
Okay.
I think it's November 22nd at 9 p.m.
Oh, you saw it too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Cruising Capital Cities, an episode of Diner, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Triple D Nation. Very long name.
Triple D Nation.
November 22nd at 9 p.m. on the Food Network is coming out, but it didn't really say, like, I don't think it's going to be all Richmond.
Okay.
I think it might be like one or two. They weren't really, just.
If I'm not mistaken, the description, if you like jump on the Triple D website, it gives you like a preview of what the episode is about.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're hinting at a Jewish deli. So I'm feeling like they're going to go Pearlies.
Pearlies.
Yeah. But
But-
all the places that were rumored or people saw him, because even on Reddit, there was like pictures of him like in restaurants, like through the front window. ZZQ. Love that place.
Yes.
I tried to go there today and they were closed. I was sad.
On
It's
Tuesdays?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Broke my
yeah.
heart. I was in there
Sorry.
again getting this fresh haircut. Shindig's, Pearlies, Soul Taco, Pops on Grace, Dots Back In, Fancy Biscuit, and Karina's Jamaican Grill.
Yeah.
I've seen some printed by actual like news publications, and the rest are rumored. We'll just have to wait and see which ones they actually are.
How many spots is that?
Well, this whole list,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a lot.
That is a
But
lot.
I think
Yeah.
he
I
was
wonder
here.
if
He was here
all
for like
8
multiple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if all 8 like will eventually be featured in some of his shows, or like he was just like, dude, while I'm here, I'm gonna eat some
Right.
really baller food.
But I
Yeah.
think they went off like certain restaurants that were closed, like on days they shouldn't have been. They had like
Oh,
something
okay.
of like closed for
Yeah,
private
like
events.
private event.
Yeah.
You're like, seems suspicious. And you
Very
have this
suspicious.
Big red car and this big guy with flaming hair walking
Who
around.
is
Glasses
that?
are on
inside.
backwards.
Yeah. This seems
Oh my
suspicious.
But I think everyone just the internet was a buzz.
Yeah.
He went for just
Oh,
him being
yeah.
in town. I know he's been here before, but this is recent, so everyone's excited.
It's cool that he went back to Milla MacArthur.
Did he?
Wait,
yeah.
recently?
Yeah, I thought
It was like a follow up, not on my list, but
Okay, I
I've
thought I
seen
heard that he had
different
gone.
lists.
Yeah. I thought he had returned to that,
It's a good
to
restaurant.
maybe doing it.
In the past, he went to Buzz and Ned's, right?
Yeah, I think.
I'm sure someone has.
Or was that
but,
Man versus Food? One of those.
I don't know.
That's a good barbecue as well.
I want to
but-
say the Village Cafe was also featured. Their calzones.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Is
love
that
a
there at like
calzone.
Patterson and Three Chop?
No, Village Cafe is down by VCU, corner of Harrison and
What am I thinking of, Lauren? We met your mom there.
Grace, maybe.
Where?
Village, Three Chop, Patterson. There's like Corks and
Toast.
Catches at the
The
other end.
Forest.
The Forest.
The
okay.
Forest.
Huh. I don't know if we've ever been
Random
there.
Western restaurant.
Okay.
Just kind of a, just a
Yeah.
restaurant.
Just
I don't think Guy
Bar,
Fieri would be
restaurant.
going there.
No.
Maybe Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
was not that bad.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Gordon Ramsay, he was also here.
Like this week.
Wait, what?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This weekend.
So I first
I
saw
didn't know
rumors on
that.
Reddit that he was in Tappahannock.
Okay.
And then like 3-4 days later, they were like, he's in Richmond, but no one really knew where. Apparently he was like out and about in Tappahannock, and then it was very hush hush here in Richmond.
Yeah.
But
You know who
I
I
think-
wish would come here? John Taffer. From
For which bar?
Bar Rescue.
You don't care?
I
Bar
don't
Rescue.
You're like,
care.
I don't care. I
Anybody.
just want him to be here. It
I
would
just
be
want
so fun.
smash glasses.
Lauren's
Okay,
obsessed.
continue.
I think we've seen every episode of Bar
Really?
Rescue.
I don't know if we've
Oh
seen
my
a
gosh.
single
And I'm
episode.
not gonna
Man, we gotta
lie,
get-
I haven't hated
amazing.
it.
You haven't hated
Really?
it. Okay.
No, I don't know why, but
Okay.
it makes me mad because there's so many like follow-up stories you can read online
Yeah.
where they just like go right back, change the name, and then like it closes, and I'm like, idiot.
But at
Yeah.
least you get to read an update. At least you get to know the
Yeah.
destiny of these restaurants.
Right.
Yeah. True.
Are there any rumors as to, back to Gordon Ramsay, any rumors as to where he was at?
I only have this written down because Sam told me like an hour ago.
Oh.
Southern Kitchen.
Where's that? What's
that was a restaurant that was downtown. It recently moved to Jackson Ward. It's over there on 2nd Street. And I believe CBS 6 had gotten in touch with some neighbors in the area who said that the Hell on Wheels truck was parked in front of Southern Kitchen. Southern Kitchen had been closed, and so they were maybe thinking Gordon Ramsay's show 24 Hours to Hell and Back was doing a special at Southern Kitchen. So
Oh, okay.
unconfirmed
That's a good guess.
for now, but it sounds like, and sounds
Much
like,
more hush hush than Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy's
Well, he was
out there.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay was like in and out. It
Well,
was
isn't
so
the show like 24 hours and like they're supposed to rescue it in 24
Yeah.
hours? So that is very in and
Yeah.
out.
He was staying at the Jefferson while he was filming in Tappahannock, so he was going back and forth, which is kind of cool. I know.
There wasn't anything in Tappahannock good enough for him.
I guess not.
The
I'll take that
Jefferson
hour
experience.
drive.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's not the one driving.
No.
True.
Yeah, that's
Is he in
also a
like
good
this
point.
big van, just like cooking in the back? Like, just
Probably.
is that all that he does?
He just cooks constantly. He like wakes up and just shakes the pan and rolls
Have
over.
you guys seen the commercial, the AT&T commercial with the couple that's at like what looks like a Costco, a big box store, where he's like handing out cooking samples? God, it makes me
No.
laugh every
And
time.
what's the wife that use the cocktail stick?
Yeah, use a cocktail stick. It's so funny.
I will have to look
Look
that
it
up.
up,
as soon
Can't,
as
yeah.
You
we're done.
can't unhear it.
We'll
and
have
you're
to
gonna,
link it. It's really good.
It's hilarious.
And I don't want to yell into the mics, but like, this chicken is raw. Just
That's
all
what
of
you
his
think of him
shows.
every
Yeah,
time?
that's
Every
all I
show.
think of is him yelling that this is raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was. Cook it. Come on, it's not that hard.
Just cook it.
Do you guys go out for Richmond Restaurant Week?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I was
Talk
so
to me about that.
excited. Lunch and supper.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
yes. That's a staple.
It was
Just
really
such
good.
good
I've
comfort
never
food.
had
Was
so
the
much
wait,
trouble.
Like,
No, we
just
went
horrible?
like right at was it
5.
Friday night?
Yeah.
Right at 5.
okay.
I've never had so much trouble picking what to eat.
Really?
Like every single thing. Well, on the whole regular menu, like they have the special menu, but I wanted to order everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
was cool.
everything sounds good.
I've been to
Wait, so did
debilitating.
you order the Richmond Restaurant menu, or you just ordered the
No.
regular menu?
We didn't.
I think a lot of
'Cause that's
what
a
was
prefix,
on their
right?
Yeah.
We
prefix
didn't.
menu was on their regular menu, but it was cool that they gave you the option to order from both. I know a lot of
Okay.
places during restaurant week
that's
they
it.
only let you order from that menu,
Right.
but they
But
had
they-
the full menu, which was really cool.
So what did you guys get?
Halloween cocktails.
Oh
It
yeah,
was like the week before.
That
Nice.
sounds
I don't remember the
good.
names, but they were very themed,
I like it.
Nice.
one of mine was called "Do You Want to Play a Game?"
Oh,
which is
Scary.
brew.
and Hocus
I don't
Pocus or
know.
something. Yeah, I got the chicken sandwich
Like the fried chicken sandwich.
with what's that sauce? Comeback sauce.
Yeah.
and homemade
I'm
pickles.
familiar.
We had the
we got
deviled eggs to start.
crab
I got
dip.
the
their crab
short
dip's
rib mac and cheese sandwich.
Ooh,
Wow.
the mac
It
and
was
cheese
as good
there.
as it sounded.
Yeah, it
Yes.
sounds
I don't need to go
amazing.
further. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Done.
We used to live in Scotts Addition, like, and back when there was like literally nothing there, and we went to Richmond Animal Care and Control.
Just some warehouses.
back to the
Basically,
dog.
yeah.
To rescue the dog. We were hungry. We stopped at lunch and supper on the way back. It was the first time we had ever gone in there, and like
It was a Sunday
legit-
afternoon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there was like 5 people in there. It was like back when it was not busy
Right.
at all,
Yeah.
but it was such a cozy experience. Like the
was.
fireplace, they had the fireplace going, and we shared an appetizer, probably the crab dip and
Yep.
the chicken with the pulled pork, which was like our favorite when we were meat eating, and their mac and cheese, which is just the bomb.com, and then a brownie for dessert. It was just perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
they had a
now
they
it
had a
gets crazy in there.
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme
Kreme
donut
Oh,
bread
yeah.
bread
We've
pudding.
had that.
And we were
Oh, my
too
gosh.
full to eat it.
But we
You
asked
guys
her,
are
I
gonna
was
regret
like,
that.
is this going to come back? She's like, we have that all the time.
Yeah,
And
it's
I was like,
really
okay,
good.
Nice.
we're going to come back and eat dessert first.
Dessert first.
Like I've had
That's the
some
way to do
life
it.
changing bread pudding. So
Yeah.
then when I saw that, I was like, what is so bad? But after everything we
But you'd already
explained that we
ordered.
had already eaten, I was like,
Yeah, you're like we can't.
It
fit
looked like they had a really cool, like, one outdoor space, but like, I want to say party venue. That's not really the word.
Yeah,
there was
the
like a
Urban Roost.
shop-
Yeah.
There was like
It's
a
like an
whole
event venue.
little
Yes,
compound
event
there.
venue. There we go.
Yeah, they host the brunch market there monthly, once monthly brunch market, and then they do like private events, like
Yeah.
showers and rehearsal dinners. They've even done wedding receptions
Future
there.
Glaser Group client party.
Future Glaser Group
That'd be-
wine party. Yep.
If you
Great
can
idea.
find parking.
Yeah.
Everyone Uber or grab a TukTuk.
TukTuk.
Hopped
We
in-
could rent a TukTuk for the whole
yeah.
night.
But
There's
the
a
reason
full
we were
stop right
down
there,
there,
too.
it was the day
So
before
easy.
our client appreciation party last week, and we were picking up some boozy cupcakes from Lush.
Yep.
Oh, shout out
And
Lush.
she was like,
Yes.
"You're my
They're
last
amazing.
order." And we're like, "Great, it's Friday night. Go home, have fun." And she's like, "No, like ever." And we're like, "Wait, what?"
What?
And she was working out of King of Pops, and she's like, "We're just growing too fast, so they're gonna go find a new space." And I think they're rebranding. You looked it up,
Yeah,
right?
they're calling themselves the Dessertery, and she's still gonna have the boozy cupcakes, regular cupcakes, but she's also partnering with tons of other companies. So they're gonna sell Nightingale sandwiches. They're gonna sell. There's some place that does these delicious cheesecakes.
Yum. The dessertery? Sign me
yeah.
up for that.
Yeah, pretty much like every type of dessert they're gonna have, and if
sounds
she's
great.
not making it, somebody else is. That's
Yum.
well known.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, we're really excited for that.
Speaking of Nightingale, we were at Galley to Go right there at the edge of our neighborhood.
Yep.
Lauren bought a bunch one night. It had been so long. And I ate one. I was like, oh my God.
This
It's
is the greatest thing I've
amazing.
ever had.
I was like, it's just another ice cream sandwich. No, like it was the Cookie Monster one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightingale
We should-
levels up.
yep.
They don't mess around.
So good.
I like the Fat Elvis. I think.
Yeah.
That
Was
one's
that
re-
the
With the
peanut butter?
banana and peanut butter.
Yeah, banana and peanut butter.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. We did the hard shell for Richmond Restaurant Week, which has been in Richmond for years and years and years, and
Yeah.
we'd never been, and we were kicking ourselves because we
Yeah.
had such a nice experience.
It was great.
Yep, we went to the one downtown. I think there's one over in
There's
Midlothian
South Side
too.
one, yeah.
Yeah, like Belgrade.
Belgrade, yeah.
Yep, which apparently just got a renovation. Is like super nice, and they do
What?
like
That was
private
nice
events.
before.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I don't know what they
just
would have
I don't know.
renovated.
Yeah,
Huh.
Well, they have to compete with Ruth's Chris right there, so they probably had to up their game.
But Ruth's Chris is like ancient building.
It's
And
haunted.
it's haunted.
oh my
Haunted.
god.
Speaking about last week with ghosts.
Yeah.
So my cousin worked there. This is completely off topic in terms of ghosts, but apparently, like, I didn't know steak was a very commonly choked upon item.
It is.
Yeah,
He said somebody would choke like at least
once
once
a week.
Really?
God.
And
That's
so he must have
horrible.
been like really good at the Heimlich.
Yeah. Jeez.
No,
But
no
every
wonder
time
it's
we go-
haunted.
Oh no.
Every time we go, we always ask the waiters if they've seen the ghost, and they have like some story, but no one's seen it.
So Food Network just voted Helen's as the most haunted restaurant in Virginia.
What?
Where is it?
Yeah, Helen's. It's in the Fan.
Okay.
Across
I've
from
been there.
Near like Three Monkeys.
What are you
in
doing for
French.
dinner?
near Three Monkeys. Yeah, used to be a pharmacy back in like the 40s. Yeah, it's got a really cool
But
story.
it probably only haunts like after closing while you're cleaning. Like
well,
not like while
Helen's
you're like
is open late night. They like
I wonder what that rating scale is.
go from dinner.
and like how haunted it is.
Yeah. like how scared were you when you were there by yourself? Like how do you like
That's a really good question.
yeah, how do you figure that part out?
I don't know.
Like on a scale of 1 to
Explain
10.
further.
I don't know. I don't
You
think I
didn't
want
get
to.
that
Yeah.
How haunted is
Okay.
this restaurant?
Yeah, no, apparently like employees have just cited like really weird things happening and like seeing ghosts.
Well, Lauren broke a glass yesterday, and we blamed it on the ghost of lady. So
Okay.
yeah, anything that weird happens here, we're like, oh, ghost instantly. Yes.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
I like it.
It's meant to happen.
All right, cool. So we covered a lot in this episode. It sounds like Topgolf was a hit.
Yes.
We want to try to jump on a TukTuk sometime soon.
I
Yes.
will.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
everybody's marking their calendars for November 22nd because we want to catch Guy Fieri in Richmond.
All about the fan
Are we gonna
fuel.
have a viewing
Yeah.
party?
We should.
We should.
It's
That'd
a
be
Friday
great.
night at 9
Live
p.m.
stream.
I don't have
podcast
cable.
it.
Past my
Live
bedtime.
stream.
We can always replay it at another time.
Yeah.
Stream it somehow.
Well,
That
is
went
that
by
it?
very fast.
How long has it been? I have no clue. Well, that's how long it's gonna be. So I'll see.
At
you
six
guys.
at 6:43, we were talking about like our second topic, so it's at least been 20 minutes.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
Cool.
31 according to
Miles
Miles
is giving
Agee,
us
our
the
production
thumbs
manager.
up.
So
Yeah.
that's
Miles.
perfect amount of time for our podcast.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's finished her bully stick, so it's been at least 20 minutes.
okay, see, we
She eats
measured.
them in like 5. Or that's David.
yeah, see, we know our kids.
All right.
All right. Good
Ready
seeing
to
you
wrap
guys.
this
I
up?
want to cheers you, but you don't
Cheers.
have anything
Cheers.
in cups. So
I know.
Group
ching.
glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cling, cling, cling.
cling.
Cheers.
Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Why Richmond is Awesome podcast is hosted by Sean and Sam Kanipe of the Richmond Experience and Lauren and Alex Glaser of the Glaser Group Realtors. It's produced and edited by Miles Agee Productions. Our theme song is RVA All Day by No BS Brass Band. Please rate us and leave us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. Listen to more episodes at whyrichmondisawesome.com and follow us on Instagram at The Richmond Experience and at Why Richmond is Awesome.